Our next guest is on a mission, so to speak, a mission to help heal every person who has ever experienced heartache.
That mission is being fueled by her memories of being raised right here on Delmarva. We're going to let her explain the rest of it. We would like to introduce you to the author of The Trees Will Clap. This is Bonnie Mae Evans. Thank you so much for joining us this afternoon. So this book is based on your childhood here on Delmarva?
Yes. Yes, A Grain of Truth. It's fiction, and it's based on a grain of truth from my childhood. It takes place in this area, Berlin, Salisbury, Ocean City, but the names have been changed to protect the innocent. And I often heard the question, well, why would a good God allow this? Why are some prayers answered and others not? And there's just no answer to that. But in this book, I use the eyes of a child to sort of lead us through difficult times and come to a realization that although we may not know the answer, that God has a plan, and that He never leaves us. And through little signs, you follow the trail of the wishbone in this book, and hopefully people will find peace at that He's there.
And you say that this book is relevant today, even though it's based on your childhood.
Yes, I think it's even more relevant today. It starts with grandparents that are taking care of a little girl, and then she went to live with her mom and new dad. And I think today there are so many grandparents that are playing key roles in raising their grandchildren, and there's such value in that, and I want to encourage those. I know it's often a difficult situation, but to encourage them that you're playing major roles in the lives of those children. Those formative years are so important.
Okay.
And,
I see you wearing a wishbone pin, which is beautiful, by the way. You mentioned a wishbone. How is that a part of all this?
Well, from the very beginning of the book, in a subtle way, the wishbone comes in. And through the book, this protagonist, this little girl whose name was changed completely, she's Lacey now in the book, she learns to give what's very valuable to her, what she was hanging on for security. This bone was something that she broke. I don't know if anybody remembers pulling a wishbone. Made a wish with her grandfather when she was about to leave. He said, the people that love each other will be together again someday. And she was counting on that. But when she met somebody that needed it more, she gave him her half of the wishbone. That was a real sacrifice. That's love. And then
don't give away the whole book.
No.
Okay.
Well, I'm going to ask you about the title, The Trees Will Clap.
The Trees Will Clap. I love trees. I've loved trees my whole life. I've put a lot of trees from my childhood in this book. I hope it instills a love for nature and a love for trees in other people. The Trees Will Clap is a Bible verse. It's in Isaiah 55:12, and it says, you'll go out with joy and be led in peace. The mountains and hills will ring forth with shouts of joy, and the trees will clap their hands. And to me, that is just, I just love that verse. It's such a joyful verse, and it's saying that, you know, everything will recognize our Creator, even nature. And I think when you bring it back to that, that's really what's important.
I love the sound of this. Who are you wanting to reach with your book?
Really, people that already have a relationship with God, people that have no relationship with God. It has been reviewed by a homeschool blog as part of their upper school. I was thinking more people of my age that would enjoy it, but I've had a lot of men that have read it, reviewed it, enjoyed it, a lot of women, just all ages, and I think at different stages it's relevant in people's lives. I've had a lot of feedback and been very surprised at little things I put in it that I really didn't pay attention to, and somebody would come back and say, you know, this really grabbed me, and I shared it with me. It was quoted at a eulogy of a friend's friend, and I was like, oh my gosh, that's such an honor. I'm very humbled by those kind of things.
Bonnie Mae Evans, thank you so much. The name of the book is The Tree Will Clap. And if you want to read more about it, go to delmarvalife.com.